1. Do you drink a cup of coffee every morning to wake up and maybe even lose a few pounds? Then I have news for you that will change everything. The bitter truth is, you're probably doing the exact opposite. Millions of people drink their coffee black on an empty stomach, hoping to extend their fasting window. But biologically, you're often activating a hormonal lock on your fat cells. Instead of burning fat, you're sending your body a hormonal alarm signal. We call this the hormonal alarm. The moment caffeine hits a stressed, empty stomach, something fatal happens. Your body shuts down fat burning before you even leave the house. You're not running on fat reserves, you're running purely on stress. But what if I told you there's a way out? A biological trick that immediately reverses this process. All you need is a very specific 8-carbon compound, a molecule so powerful that it forces your liver to produce energy from fat, even if you're not moving at all. I challenge you today. Try it for just one single day, just 24 hours. I will show you how to turn your morning coffee from a stress trigger into a real metabolic weapon. Are you ready to reprogram your body? Then let's dive straight into the biochemistry. 2. To understand how we hack the system, we first need to expose the traitor lurking in your cup every morning. Most of us believe caffeine gives us energy, but that's a biological illusion. In your brain, a substance called adenosine builds up throughout the day. It's the signal for fatigue. Caffeine doesn't provide real energy. It simply sits on the receptors for this adenosine and blocks them. It's like covering your car's fuel gauge while the tank is actually empty. You're borrowing energy from the future, and the interest is high. When this caffeine meets an empty stomach and everyday morning stress, something happens in your body that literally sabotages your metabolism. Your adrenal glands release massive amounts of catecholamines, especially adrenaline. This signals your body, life-threatening danger, fight or flight. The result is a massive spike in cortisol, and here lies the real problem for your physique. High cortisol demands immediate energy. But since you haven't eaten, your body starts breaking down stored glycogen from the liver, or even worse, valuable muscle tissue to artificially raise blood sugar levels. As soon as blood sugar rises, insulin follows like a shadow. And we know, the moment insulin is in your bloodstream, the doors to your fat cells close. Fat burning stops instantly. That's why around 11 in the morning, you suddenly feel shaky, unfocused, and incredibly hungry. That's the infamous crash. You're not running on fat. You're running on an unstable hormonal cocktail that forces your body to sacrifice muscle and store stubborn belly fat. You're fighting against your own biology instead of making it work for you. 3. Now that we've exposed the traitor, it's time to introduce the hero of this story. We're not talking about butter or regular coconut oil. When you consume normal fats, like a piece of butter, you're consuming what are called long-chain triglycerides. Your body treats these fats as heavy work. They must first be laboriously digested through bile and pancreatic enzymes. They travel through your lymphatic system for hours before they even become available as energy. It's a slow, sluggish process that breaks your fast and drains energy instead of providing it. But there is an exception in nature, a shortcut. We call it caprylic acid, or simply C8. C8 is a medium-chain fatty acid with a very special molecular structure. It's so short and efficient that it completely bypasses the normal digestive system. The moment C8 reaches your stomach, it takes the fast lane. It slips through the intestinal wall, goes directly into the portal vein, and arrives instantly in your liver. And in your liver, the magic happens. Instead of storing this fat, your liver shifts into high gear. In a process we call hepatic beta oxidation, it immediately converts C8 into ketone bodies, more specifically, beta hydroxybutyrate. Think of ketones as jet fuel for your body. While your brain normally depends on a constant supply of glucose, which leads to the familiar highs and crashes, your brain loves ketones. This beta hydroxybutyrate easily crosses the blood-brain barrier. It floods your brain with clean, stable energy. The brain fog disappears. You experience razor-sharp focus that isn't based on the jittery stimulation of caffeine, but on real cellular energy. The best part? Since this process happens with almost no insulin involvement, the fat-burning signal remains active throughout the rest of your body. You're feeding your brain gold, while your body continues to attack its own fat reserves. 4. Theory is good, but practice changes your life. For this method to work, you must follow 4 golden rules. If you skip even one, you risk losing the effect or upsetting your stomach. Rule number 1. Respect the 90-minute rule. Never drink this coffee immediately after waking up. While we sleep, our body builds up sleep pressure through a substance called adenosine. If you drink caffeine right away, you only block this pressure temporarily instead of clearing it. Wait 90 minutes. Let your natural cortisol levels drop on their own and drink only water during this time. Give your body time to clear the morning fog naturally. Rule number 2. The dose makes the difference. You must start with just 1 teaspoon of pure C8 oil. I mean this very seriously. Since this oil bypasses normal digestion, taking too much at the beginning can lead to, let's say, a very rapid emptying of your bowels. Your body needs to learn how to handle this highly efficient rocket fuel. 1 teaspoon is more than enough to get ketones flowing. Rule number 3. The pinch of salt. Coffee depletes sodium in the body. When your sodium levels drop, your blood pressure becomes unstable, and your body releases even more adrenaline to compensate. That's the typical heart racing. A small pinch of high-quality sea salt in your coffee immediately stops this stress response. It not only makes the coffee smoother, but stabilizes your entire biology. Rule number 4. The magic of emulsification. Never just stir the oil with a spoon. Oil and water don't mix willingly. If the oil floats on top, it hits your stomach lining like a shock and causes nausea. Use a blender or a milk frother. You must break the oil into tiny particles called micelles. Only when the coffee becomes creamy and lighter in color can your gut absorb the energy smoothly and steadily. It's the difference between a gentle stream of energy and a metabolic short circuit. 5. Now imagine you've just finished drinking this biologically optimized coffee. What happens in your body next? Let's walk through the journey together. After about an hour, you'll feel the first difference. It's not a nervous kick like you're used to. It's a quiet, deep alertness. The salt has kept adrenaline under control, and the first ketones are already flooding your brain. You feel present, stable, and ready for the day. 3 hours later comes the moment when you would normally reach for your first snack. But today is different. The ketones have activated your satiety hormones, especially cholecystokinin. Your stomach stays calm. The cravings that used to control you are simply not there. Your brain is satisfied because it's receiving the purest fuel available. After 5 hours, the moment we've all been waiting for happens. Since your insulin levels have remained low all morning, the doors to your fat reserves are wide open. Your body has used up the C8 and is now looking for the next energy source. It turns to your stored body fat to maintain energy production. You are burning fat while you work, read, or have a conversation. Stop fighting your biology. Start programming it. I challenge you. Do this experiment for just one day, just 24 hours. What are you currently drinking every morning? Write it in the comments. Do you drink it black, with milk, or with sugar? Let's optimize your routine together. Try the golden protocol tomorrow morning and come back to tell me about your focus and energy. Your metabolism is just waiting for the right instructions. Good luck.